Welcome to the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. Let me first give a little bit of an announcement to my subscribers. First of all, I want to thank a lot of you all for subscribing. About 2,000 of you subscribed lately, and about 1,000 of you have left. So, now, half of that I'm going to assume is YouTube doing stuff behind the scenes to unsubscribe you. YouTube is gearing towards something. Whatever they're gearing towards, they do not let us know. It's a part of Google's policy not to tell anybody anything. So I do want to thank all of the people that contributed to the weekend of fundraising for the computer. Unfortunately, I came nowhere near doing anything to be able to alleviate the computer thing. You, of course, if you want to donate, you can continue to donate and leave a message at paypal.me/Shikama. I try to drag people kicking and screaming into 2018 with having an entire weekend of live streams. Unfortunately, my audience did not respond very well at all. There was no, they're just not used to what is really necessary for the internet. So I do not have an internet ready audience. That's not an insult. That's neither here nor there. It's just a fact. So an internet ready audience would have been overjoyed to have an entire weekend of me live streaming, right? Now, I saw what I really wanted when a random 30-year-old happened by into the live stream and immediately took over the conversation, started liked the live stream, started chatting away, just like. And it's not that he was very supportive. It was just that he was vocal about everything, and he gave his opinion about it, which is what millennials do. So there you have it. There is the complete difference between the over 45-year-old crowd versus the 30-year-old crowd. And lately, I did something that ushered in a whole bunch of 25-year-olds. So that is good. Anything ushering in any audience is fantastic. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't want me to have a 25-year-old audience, so literally they cut off the video. That I'm not saying that they deleted it; they just cut it off. If you were drinking, you're at the bar and you're drinking and you're having drink after drink after drink, and the bartender cut you off, the drinking is over. So I had a video that was going viral, and it attracted very young people, and it was completely cut off by the YouTube algorithm. That is not the point. The point of this video. I just wanted to make that announcement. I hope that wasn't too long. Today we're going to talk about I'm white. Oh, no. I'm not white. I'm no parts of white. We're talking about the Dr. Phil show, and on his channel he broke it up into 5 parts, 4 million views each part. It's dealing with a young lady, African American young lady, 16-year-old girl. We call them young ladies. So I'm going to give the proper term. The proper term is young lady. So young adults start at 13 years old. Did you know that? So the young lady And I say young and lady because it's a euphemism. It's a term of endearment almost at this point, because it does not describe anything, any sort of class that she has. It does not describe her class, and it doesn't describe her class in any shape, form, or fashion. So she's not a lady in socioeconomic class. She's not a lady in any sort of royalty or anything like that, feudal class or anything like that. And she is not a lady in terms of any sort of mannerisms or anything like that. In fact, she's quite the opposite of a lady. That's not an insult. That's simply describing that I'm using a term euphemistically. So this young lady, this young black lady, it says that she's white, and then she goes a step further by then insulting her ethnicity, her race, entwined like that. So then, if you don't know, I have a pre-law degree. I also went to law school. Also went to a little bit of 1 year of masters for graduate school. And a part of the pre-law degree required extensive psychology credits. They didn't know really what to do with pre-law, so literally I got almost 5 different degrees. I had to go to school almost 6 years with the pre-law degree, so it was quite extensive. So a part of that was the psychology, right? Taking all the psychology courses. So if I wanted to, and if I were of the mind to, I could probably reach back into the university and tighten up some loose strings and actually be a licensed psychologist. Okay, so that's my background. So I am an expert. Now, Dr. Phil is putting on a show. Dr. Phil is on television. Dr. Phil wants to entertain you with revealing all of this people's mental capabilities. So when this girl says that, when this young woman says that she is white, when she is obviously not white, then you understand that this 16-year-old has problems. Then you hear the backstory that she has, that she had a problem since the age of 6, where she exhibited violent behavior towards her black dolls. So the next question is, it says, well, okay, did you get her help at 6 years old? And of course the answer is no. And in fact, at the age of 6 years old, there was a big move that the mother did. Okay, so now we're talking about the mother. And what's the first thing that we notice with the mother? That there is no husband. There is no father. There's no father in the picture. And in fact, she readily admits that she is a single mother. Now, for all of the data that exists out there, being a single mother is the worst possible thing that you could be. Not single father, single mother. The worst thing you could possibly be to raise a child. All of the data points to the just complete and utter destruction of the child by that fact alone, being raised by a single mother. Doesn't matter who the mother is, just being raised by a single mother. You do not have the same failure rate with single fathers. So it's just single mother. So now this single mother who said that she could not afford to live where they were living before, which was an affluent white neighborhood in the suburbs. I'm assuming that she was married and got divorced. I don't know the entire story. It took me some time to even find that information, and she glossed over it, and she said that they moved to the inner city and then of course the young lady takes over the narrative saying that they moved to the hood. Certain key points that I want to draw out. This single mother moved to a low-income area, which is what you call it, and she did not give her daughter any sort of help. There was no school counselors who gave her any sort of help with coming to terms with your family has run out of money. Which I think was the only thing that really needed to be done to acclimate the daughter with the fact that they have run out of money. So let's completely dispense with this notion that she's talking about that she's white or anything like that. Oh, that's the screen. That she's white or anything like that. Let's get down to brass tacks. She was unable to process that the family had run out of money. Okay, then she then associates this pain with the very notion that her mother is the source of pain for her, so that any sort of blame is once again shifted to the mother. That this psychological break that this little girl had at the age of 6 was never dealt with, and the source of pain is coming from the mother and not explaining, I have, what did she say? 4 children? I don't know, 3 or 4 children. And she doesn't have money. So then she then identifies, I guess she attaches blackness to this pain. So something is causing me pain psychologically, and I'm going to attach, which happens, blackness to this pain because my mother is black. We left white people. I was fine and happy around white people. I'm going to attach goodness to being white, and I'm going to attach badness to being black. Now, then you end up with this girl. And there you go. That's the whole crux of the matter. That she needs to understand that the mother could not provide what she thought she should have. Now, so then the question I leave everybody with is it better to lose your sight, your vision, at the age of 18? Or is it better to have been born without any vision? So is it better to be blinded at 18, or is it better to have been born blind? That's my question for everybody. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video and please leave that comment.